Hi, good evening, folks. In this video, we're going to have a little fun with a channel that had a little fun with us. Coming up. All right, shout out goes to Scarlet K. Little Amanda wanted me to do a reaction video to this disgusting video that came out about our beloved team. And we're going to take a look at some clips, and I'm going to give you my thoughts on each one. Here's the first clip.
And it seemed as if Jack Eichel might have been dropping some hints that he might want out. And now from Elliotte Friedman on a Buffalo radio station, at the end of the day, I don't think the Sabres want to bring back Jack Eichel. They want to move on. When you hear that the Sabres may very well want to move on from Jack Eichel, what's your instant reaction to that? That
they're trying to spin it as though they're the ones moving on from Jack Eichel, and not that it's Jack Eichel that wants to get the hell out of Buffalo as quickly as possible, which is hilarious to me. It is definitely not the Buffalo Sabres who want to move on from Jack Eichel, because in a perfect world, why would anybody want to move on from Jack Eichel?
Sounds interesting.
Who the heck is Elliotte Friedman from the Buffalo radio station? Where does this come from? Anyway, that's just the first thing that I caught there. Look, we're a franchise of 50 years plus. We don't let players hold the cards on us. We hold the cards on them. And that's the way a franchise is run, winning or losing. A player is never bigger than a franchise. Just saying. Let's check out this clip.
My first thought was, you can't fire me, I quit. Like, that's exactly what that is. It's like, he can't say he doesn't want to be here. We don't want him here. But like, your franchise is a tire fire. Your fans hate your owners. He is literally the only good thing about your franchise. Like, okay, maybe Rasmus Dahlin, but like, otherwise, what do you have going for you? Like, in what world are you in a position to be like, we don't need Jack Eichel?
Sounds interesting.
Well, the thing with that, believe it or not, Jack signed a thing called a contract. That means we hold the rights for 5 more full seasons of his life, and there's nothing he can do about it. Nothing. He signed a document saying, I give them all rights. They give me all this money. And that's how that works. No, if we want, no joke, if we wanted to be a prick organization, and I wish the Sabres would get me like this, we just hold the cards, and anything he says or doesn't matter, you're sitting out 5 years. Let's be the first team in history to pull a stunt like that on somebody, and we'll see if these players ever pull these stunts. Well, no. We hold the cards, folks. We hold the cards. I don't think these people understand this, but anyway, it's a Toronto-based panel here. I mean, they let their players walk away with whatever they want over there, right? And not to take cheap shots at Toronto, because that's not what this video is about, but it's a different culture over there. Just saying. All right, let's take a look at this clip here.
I don't mean to kind of dump more on the Buffalo Sabres, but where else are we going to go from here? We have no choice but to dump on them even more.
Sounds interesting.
I don't mean to attack you guys, but I have to attack you more. So it's like a bank robber walking in a bank saying, I didn't mean to rob the bank, but there was money there, so I decided to rob it anyway. It's kind of the same thing, right? Or you tell your wife, I didn't mean to cheat on you, but I decided to anyway. You know, where does this, anyway, moving on to the next clip.
The Sabres are in the middle of this just makes all the storylines surrounding this thing just so much more juicier. Like, where is this guy going to end up? Who does Buffalo get back? How bad are the Sabres going to botch this? Because you know they're going to botch this in some way or another. So how bad are they going to botch it? What probably fake, like, you know, Jack Eichel was a bad teammate stories are going to leak out after this is all said and done. So all this kind of supplementary little very Sabre storylines actually have me very, very intrigued in this whole saga.
Sounds interesting.
And this I take exception to, because I do not believe that we're going to botch this up. If anything, you know, put it this way, channels out there are going to say we botched it up no matter what we did. Okay, this was just a direct attack at a franchise, this video. This was about an idea that, well, their star player is planning to leave them. Let's kick them while they're down. That's what this whole thing was about when they decided to do this video, was just to attack a franchise hurting. You know, I tell you, we're not going to botch this up. We're not. We're going to get a good haul back, and it's actually going to piss off a lot of people like these folks here. All right, let's check this clip coming.
Like, why would you go to Buffalo? And you know what? You know what would not surprise me in the slightest, even if a lot of people would flip out on it? We go to the draft, and the Sabres have the number 1 overall pick, and Owen Power might be the guy, and he's just like, I'm not going. He just says, I'm not going. And everyone's all like, oh, no, like, why would you say that? But he's like, no, I'm not going to Buffalo.
Sounds interesting.
Well, I'll tell you what. Since they think Owen Power is going to just walk off the well, there might not be a podium. Hopefully there's a podium this year. Speaking of the draft, I don't know how they're going to do it, but I hope to God they do a regular draft this year. Would be nice, you know? Sabres go up to the podium and everything. I'm going to play it like that. So let's say we call up Owen Power. So he's sitting there. Well, wait a minute. Actually, let's see what Owen Power has to say himself.
I think leading up, people are getting really, really excited. All my family, so I got a big family, and I know they're all excited, and can't wait for the draft.
You grew up in Mississauga. That's not too far from Buffalo, I think is near there.
No.
Have you ever spent any time in Buffalo? I know the fans are anxious to have that team really improve. I mean, obviously we don't know how it's going to play out quite yet. I got a sense that's where you're headed. But what do you give any thought to that kind of thing?
I mean, yeah, obviously Buffalo's up there, so it's real close to home, so it would be, I think, a really good spot for me, and good for my family. So we used to go down for, I don't know if I would say vacation, but we would go down for like the night. My mom would go shopping. So we would be down there a ton, and I know my mom and my aunts really love it down there. So
I love it. It's a good. So in other
hey,
words,
it's the cross-border shopping. I'm Canadian. I get it.
Buffalo Sabres fans are like, hey, you get discounts when you come now, baby. Bring the whole family.
yeah.
And folks, wait till you catch this. This is the last clip. I'm going to play you these clowns. I want you guys to catch this. It is as unhealthy as you can imagine. Listen to this.
I have zero issue with Jack wanting out and publicly wanting out. And I think more players should try to take the power and use it when they have it. He has the leverage right now. He's put in his time there. They've shown nothing as long as he's been there. I see absolutely no problem with him wanting out and even making a public sag out of this. I think the drama is great. I think the league needs more star players trying to take control of their own fate as well. I mean, you're the money maker. You're the one who the team has poured all these resources into, the one that they built around. You have the leverage, like, so why not use it? I think it's great. And if it did happen with a number 1 pick or something like that, I wouldn't see an issue with that either, honestly. You have a short career, and I really have no issue with players trying to take a bit more power in these situations.
Sounds interesting.
You know, I would like to know, since this is these are Leafs fans, how they would feel if Austin Matthews did what he just claimed there is healthy. Would it be healthy if Austin Matthews held you ransom when he goes UFA? Would you like that? Think about that just for a second, you know? Look, when it comes to other channels attacking us, and I'm going to close on this because I'm not going to keep this much longer. This is just, it was a silly thing, but I want to slap it together for you guys, let you know that, yeah, this stuff is just childish and it's ridiculous. And when it comes to channels like this, I'm telling you, put me alone with these people for 5 minutes, okay, and I'll confuse them so badly. I swear to God, I'll bring out the 12 steps of AA. I'll milk it for what it is and have them all confused and probably feeling guilty because what they did in this video was wrong. And this is why I called it out today. This channel here will not attack the fact. I can go on tons of bad facts about the Leafs that they're hurting in certain areas right now with the playoffs. We know what's going on over there. I'm not going to attack them because you know what? Every franchise goes through bad periods in their time. They do. Every franchise, even the Canadians. Look, 28 years without a cup. Just saying, right? Every franchise goes through periods of hurt and success. Every franchise. You know, This is why I'd like to see eventually the Coyotes get back to a few more respectable seasons like they had some years ago. Remember when they once had a few 50-win seasons? I believe it was back-to-back 50 wins, didn't they have? Or at least 100-point seasons. I'd have to check it. I'm just off the top of my head. How can I feel good about my channel, okay, if I was to pick on a team like Arizona? Please tell me. How does that make this channel healthier? How does it make this channel prosper? How does it make this channel grow? More importantly than anything, folks, and on this note, I'll close it out. How does that make this channel respected if I attack other franchises? On that note, folks, I thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon. I'm sure we'll have some news soon with all these trades coming up, and we'll try not to botch it up. Take care, folks. See you soon.